Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Girish and today we are going to discuss about first and follow. And before that, if you have not subscribed my channel, please do it now itself and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications because I will be uploading many problems related to compiler design in the successive video. Now we'll start with the topic construction of top-down and bottom-up parsers is aided by two functions, first and follow. So whenever we are talking about top-down and bottom-up parsers, we need to calculate first and follow. To compute first of x for all grammar, apply the following rules until no more terminals or epsilon can be added to any first set. So the first rule says if x is a terminal, then first of x is equal to set x. That is, we can directly put the terminal into the set of first if that is a terminal. The second rule says if x is a non-terminal and x tends to y1, y2 up to yk is a production for some k greater than or equal to 1. Here y1, y2 all those are non-terminals. Then place a in first of x. If for some I, a is in first of yi and epsilon is in all of first of y1, y2 up to first of yi minus 1. So that is, the meaning is all the non-terminals y1, y2 up to yi minus 1 will all produce epsilon. If epsilon is in first of yj for all j is equal to 1, 2 up to k, then add epsilon to first of x. For example, everything in first of y1 is surely in first of x. If y1 does not derive epsilon, then we add nothing more to first of x. But if y1 will produce epsilon for all possible values, then we add first of y2 and so on. The meaning here is if we have any production like x is equal to x produces y1, y2 up to yk, if y1 first of y1 is having epsilon, then we have to add first of y2 as well to first of x. If both y1 and y2 produce epsilon, then we need to add first of y3 to first of x, like that it goes on. Now, the third rule says if x produces epsilon is a production, then add epsilon to first of x. Now we can compute first for any string x1, x2 up to xn as follows. Add to first of x1, x2 up to xn all non-epsilon symbols of first of x1. Also add the non-epsilon symbols of first of x2 if first of x1 produces epsilon. Then non-epsilon symbols of first of x3 should be added if epsilon is in first of x1 and first of x2 both, and so on. It goes on like that. Finally, add epsilon to first of x1, x2 up to xn if for all I epsilon is in first of xi. Now we can understand it more better way when we consider the example. The example grammar is given below here. E produces E dash produces plus T dash or epsilon, T produces T dash produces star Ft dash or epsilon, F produces E within parenthesis or ID. So here we'll see how to generate the first for all these non-terminals. We shall find the first of E first. So the production is E produces TE dash. So here if we apply first rule, it cannot be done because the production E produces TE dash is not having any terminal. It is not having any terminal. So we'll move on to the second rule, which says that we have to add the first of this non-terminal T to first of E. So now to add first of T, we should find the production of T. Production of T is Ft dash. So now again there is a non-terminal. So we have to go to the second rule. Again this will call the production of F. So production of F is open parenthesis E close parenthesis or ID. So here immediately we have the terminal. So terminal should be added to first of E. And also we have to add ID. So that is what done here. Open parenthesis comma ID is first of E. Now we'll consider T. First of T. Again we can't apply the first rule. The second rule says we have to add the first of F to first of T. So call this production F production. Again we have the terminal open parenthesis and ID. So first of T becomes again open parenthesis comma ID. Since here in the first one T is not producing epsilon, so it's not required to go further. That is, it's not required to find first of E dash. And here also for T, F is not producing any epsilon symbol. So it's not required to find first of T dash, which is given in rule 2. Now we'll go to first of F. First of F already we know. Directly it comes here and there is a production like this, open parenthesis. Here we can apply the first rule, open parenthesis and ID. Directly we can put to first of F. Now we'll find first of E dash. First of E dash we can directly apply the first rule, that is we have the plus as the terminal. So add plus and there is a epsilon symbol. So we have to add epsilon to first of E dash. Then we'll consider first of T dash. T dash we have this production. Again directly we can apply the first rule. So we can add star as well as epsilon to first of T dash. So totally we got the first of E, T, F, E dash and T dash. So this is how we have to find first set. Now coming to follow, how to find follow. To compute follow of A for all non-terminals A, apply the following rules until nothing can be added to any follow set. So here place dollar in follow of S, where S is the start symbol and dollar is the input right hand marker. So if we have the first non-terminal, we have to add dollar to follow of that non-terminal, that is the start symbol. Now coming to second rule of follow, if there is a production A produces alpha, B, beta, then everything in first of beta except epsilon is in follow of B. So this means that we should find whether any production is there of the type alpha, B, beta. Then we have to find first of beta, and if there is any epsilon symbol, it is not required to add epsilon to follow set. So that is the meaning here. Now coming to the third rule. If there is a production A produces alpha, B, or a production A produces alpha, B, beta, where first of beta contains epsilon, then everything in follow of A is in follow of B. So here what does this mean? If beta, first of beta contains epsilon, then first of follow of B is equal to follow of A. Whatever is there in follow of A, that should be copied to follow of B. Now let us consider the same grammar as we considered to find first set. Now first we have to find out follow of E. E is the start symbol. So we have to add dollar to follow of E. That is the first rule. Now just check out the grammar. We are finding the follow of E. Here we have to select the production in such a way that E should be on the right hand side, because whichever non-terminal we are finding follow set, that particular non-terminal should be on the right hand side of the production. So here we have to consider this production. F produces open parenthesis E close parenthesis or ID to find follow. So that is what done here. Consider this production. Now we have applied the first rule and we have included for follow set, we have included dollar, and now we apply the second rule. If there is a production of type A produces alpha B beta, so here alpha B beta, there is a production like that, and you have to select B in such a way that B should point to the non-terminal for which we are finding follow. So here we are finding follow of E. So that's why you make B to point to E. Now, what does the second rule say? You have to find the first of beta. First of beta is close parenthesis. Beta is close parenthesis here. So first of this is close parenthesis. Now, we have to include the follow set these two terminals, that is close parenthesis and dollar. So this is the result for finding the follow of E. Now we'll consider follow of E dash. So in the production, we'll see where is E dash on right hand side. Here it is there and here also it is there. But don't consider this, because on both the sides we have E dash and E dash. In such a case, you should not consider that production. You have to consider the production in such a way that only on the right hand side the non-terminal should be there. So this is the one which we have to consider, TE dash. So now coming to this, E produces TE dash. This is not the starting symbol, so no need to include dollar. Directly we go to the second rule. Here we have of the type alpha B beta. Now make B to point to E dash, because we are finding follow of E dash. And beta is nothing. Nothing means it can be epsilon. So now first of beta should be found out. Right? First of beta is epsilon. So epsilon means we can't apply the second rule. In the second rule, we have to include only terminals. But here it is not there. No terminal is there. So now we have to move on to third rule. What does the third rule say? If first of beta produces epsilon, then everything in follow of B is in follow of A. That is, copy whatever is there in follow of A into follow of B. So here follow of B is follow of E dash. So follow of E dash is equal to follow of E. So what is follow of E? Already we have got close parenthesis comma dollar. So it is same as follow of E dash. So we have done that. Now we have to find follow of T. Now find out where there is a production which has T on the right hand side. Here it is there, TE dash, then plus TE dash. So here you can consider any of them, because here also we have TE dash and here also we have TE dash. So let us consider E produces TE dash. E produces TE dash. Now apply the second rule. A produces alpha B beta. Find first of beta. First of beta is first of E dash. First of E dash is plus comma epsilon. First of beta is E dash plus comma epsilon. So that is what we have put here. And now E dash, check out whether first of E dash is having epsilon. Epsilon is present. So we have to apply the third rule, which says follow of B is in follow of A. So follow of T is equal to follow of E. What is follow of E? Follow of E is close parenthesis comma dollar. And apart from that, we have got first of beta as plus. So include in the follow of T, include plus. So it becomes plus close dollar. And remember that you should not include epsilon into follow set. Now coming to the next production, that is next non-terminal, T dash. Now check out where is T dash on the right hand side. Here we have T produces Ft dash and T produces star Ft dash. Both are almost same, that is Ft dash, Ft dash. Let us consider T produces Ft dash. T produces Ft dash. Again, second rule says alpha B beta. Beta is epsilon. So we can directly apply the third rule. Because there is no terminal, so apply third rule. First of beta is epsilon. So follow of B is in follow of A. That is follow of T dash is equal to follow of T. So now what is follow of T? Follow of T is plus close dollar. So we copy the same to follow of T dash plus close dollar. Finally, we should find follow of F. So where is follow of F? That is F on the right hand side is T produces Ft dash and T produces star Ft dash. So you can select any of this. So now T produces Ft dash, alpha B beta. Now first of beta is first of T dash is star comma epsilon. First of T dash is star comma epsilon. So we have to apply the third rule. Third rule says everything in follow of B is in follow of A. So follow of F is equal to follow of T dash. So what is follow of T dash? Follow of T dash is plus close dollar. So it should be plus close dollar, and we have to include one more, that is we have got star here. We have got the star in first of beta. So include star as well. So it becomes plus close star dollar. So this is the final result. So this is how we need to find the follow set. So if you practice more and more grammars, you will become more familiar with this. If you have understood this video, like it, share it with your friends, and if you have any doubts, comment and ask me. I'll try to answer. And apart from this, after this I will give you one more example of finding first and follow. If you find this method as difficult, I'll find the other method which becomes more easy for you to learn. And finally, subscribe the channel to get more and more notifications regarding the problems. Thank you so much. Bye.